I read recently that the first person who is going to live to the age of 150 has already been born. And you know what that made me think about? It made me think, anybody married out here? It means that in the future, people are going to be married for a long time. You think about a company that was around up until fairly recently. Whether you live in North America or another part of the world, I'm almost certain this company was everywhere. And if you didn't, I'll tell you more about who they were. Blockbuster Video. What happened to Blockbuster Video? What happened to Blockbuster Video is that they didn't change. You know, I remember going to the store, getting their videos. Do you remember doing that too? Couldn't wait till the new release came out, and then, of course, everything went onto a DVD. But what they were doing, maybe knowingly or unknowingly, was that they were building walls around themselves instead of building bridges to the future. And then what happened? There's an organisation ideally positioned with the new phenomena of the internet to not be thinking ahead. Then comes Netflix, who tore the walls down and capitalised on an opportunity to build bridges to the future. And they saw an opportunity, whether we're talking about any organisation at all. We have a legacy and we have an identity. And when it comes to change, we don't want to lose that identity and that legacy. We're afraid of things that may not even happen. We just think that they will. How many of you can relate to the idea that we manufacture a lot of our own fear? We create a lot of it in our own minds. It's an interesting thought. And if you think about when you've yourself, if we're honest with ourselves, when we push back, when we get angry, when we get resentful, when someone else is asking us to go in a different direction and we can't see the benefit of that to ourselves because we want to hold on and treasure that past, what is the emotion that is so often behind the anger and the resentment? Exactly. Fear. Fear is the anger and the resentment is the mask. I just want to check in with you. I asked you at the beginning about attitude, but I just wondered if I'm not the only one that does this. Do you ever talk to yourself? If you're not sure right now, you might be thinking, do I talk to myself maybe? Because it really is about having that awareness and just recognising. This is a thing that intrigues me when I also hear people talking about change. Is that the very first step that we need to do is to validate how we feel about it, to understand that. You know, so many organisations expect people to just adapt, and I can understand that, but the very first thing that needs to happen is just accept what you feel about it and understand that you feel that fear or you feel that concern. It's a natural human reaction to feel that about change, to want to kick into the fight or flight response. So we have to understand our emotional state first. And then to just ask ourselves, what about my perception? Is it accurate? It might be my truth, but is it the same as everybody else's truth? Maybe people see things differently. And to think about opportunities. And this is something that I find so interesting about the whole topic of change, that we rarely think about it in that way. But there are opportunities, great opportunities that can come from change. And change is a constant. And Anonymous also once said, nothing changes if nothing changes. So we're all part of it. We're all in it together. It's all happening. And the key is that we are not here to focus on all the things that are outside of our control. The one thing that we have 100% control over is who? You.